Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and legislative assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. Okay, next order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Message from Her Honor, Excellency, the Governor. I have the following message from Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti, the Governor of Machakos County, pursuant to Standing Order number 39. Nominees to the selection panel. Honorable members, Section 44 1 establishes the office of the County Secretary, County Secretary. Subsection 2 gives the qualification for appointment to the office of the County Secretary. Section 44 2A and 2B of the County Government Act 2012 provides that the governor shall, for the purpose of the competitive recruitment of a county secretary under subsection 2, constitute a selection panel. The selection panel shall consist of the following persons: a chairperson, not being a public officer; one person from the private sector; an advocate of the High Court of Kenya who is a member of the Law Society of Kenya; an accountant who is a member of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya; and one person from an association representing workers. Section 44(4)(c) of the same act provides that The provisions of Section 58A shall, with such modification as shall be necessary, apply to the recruitment of a county secretary. Section 58A of the said Act stipulates that the governor shall nominate and, with the approval of the county assembly, appoint members to a selection panel for selecting suitable candidates for appointment as members of the County Public Service Board and the County Secretary. Honorable members, in this regard, I have received the following nominees from Her Excellency the Governor to the selection panel. Number 1, Dr. Consolata Mutisia, who will be the chairperson. Dr. Joseph Mutunga Nzioka from the private sector. Willis Evans Otieno, the advocate of the High Court. Christopher Mutua, the accountant. Ruth Mutindi from the union. Pursuant to Section 58A of the County Government Act and Section 7 of the Public Appointments County Assembly's Approval 2017, the nominees are hereby committed to the Committee on Appointments. Thank you, honorable members. Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
May I call upon the majority leader to take us through and lay down the papers.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to lay the following papers on the table of Assembly today, 19th October 2022. Number 1, report of the Auditor General on County Assembly of Machakos for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on the 6th June 2022. Special audit on COVID vaccine rollout for the Machakos County Government, received on the 15th July 2022. Report of the Auditor General on the Machakos County Executive Committee and Chief Officers Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme for the year ended 30th June 2021, as received on 1st August 2022. Number 4, report of the Auditor General on Yata Water Services Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 1st August 2022. Number 5, report of the Auditor General on Matungulu Kangundo Water and Sewerage Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 1st August 2022. Report of the Auditor General on Mwala Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 2nd August 2022. Number 7, report of the Auditor General on Mavoko Water and Sewerage Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 4th August 2022. Number 8, report of the Auditor General on Municipal Council of Machakos Water and Sewerage Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on the 4th August 2022. Number 9, report of the Auditor General on Machakos County Bursary Fund for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 4th August 2022. Number 10, report of the Auditor General on Machakos County Assembly Staff Car Loan and Housing Scheme Fund for the year ended 20th June 2021, received on 23rd August 2022. Number 11, report of Auditor General on Machakos County Assembly Car Loan and Housing Scheme Fund for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 23rd August 2022. And lastly, number 12, report of the Auditor General on Kaviani Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2021, received on 1st September 2022. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I now table the papers. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The papers are hereby committed to Public Accounts and Investment Committee. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
We have one statement by Honorable Francis Kaviu. Proceed, Mheshimiwa Kaviu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, aware that Article 185(3) of the Constitution says that the County Assembly, while respecting the principle of separation of powers, may exercise oversight over the County Executive Committee members and any other county executive organs. Honorable Speaker, further aware that Section 110(1) of the Public Finance Management Act provides for the County Executive Committee, with the approval of the County Assembly, to establish an emergency fund for the county government consisting of money from the time to time appropriated by the County Assembly to the fund by an appropriation law for the purpose of enabling payment to be made in respect of a county when an urgent and unforeseen need for expenditure for which there is no specific legislative authority arises. Acknowledging that the Executive Committee member for Finance and Economic Planning gazetted the Public Finance Management Regulation into bracket Machakos County Emergency Fund 2021, and the Assembly subsequently approved the same. Honorable Speaker, considering that Machakos County is currently experiencing drought whereby most residents and livestock are at risk of starvation, cognizant that Machakos County is largely dependent on agriculture and delay in rains have led to adverse effect of drought, such as low school turnout due to hunger. Honorable Speaker, I wish to seek a statement on the initiative the County Executive has taken to 1. Reduce the risk and hazards caused by the ongoing drought. 2. Initiate a school feeding program for all school-going children, especially at ECD centers across the ECD centers. And number 3, reduce the cost of food by relieving the small-scale traders of the licensing fee. And Madam Speaker, maybe just to put more emphasis on the same, on Monday this week, an incident was reported in my ward where 2 school-going kids at the primary level, 2 of them fainted because they had not taken food for 2 days. And I think we don't need to allow it to get to a more serious where we lose life. So I urge the concerned executive member to see how the issue can be addressed before it further deteriorates. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. The statement is hereby committed to Budget and Appropriation Committee to respond as soon as possible. Next order.
Order number 8, motion, approval of nomination of members to the Powers and Privileges Committee.
May I call upon the Majority Leader to move the motion?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the Committee on Powers and Privileges is established pursuant to Section 15(5) of the County Assembly's Powers and Privileges Act of 2017 and Standing Order number 189A. Further aware that the committee comprises of the Speaker, who shall be the chairperson, Deputy Speaker, and not more than 3 other members nominated by Assembly parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session. Informed that pursuant to Section 15(4) of the County Assembly's Powers and Privileges Act 2017, the committee is mandated to inquire into the conduct of a member whose conduct is alleged to constitute a breach of privilege in terms of Section 16 of the said Act. Aware that the Assembly parties have nominated members to serve in the committee, Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to Standing Order number 189A, this House approves the following members to Powers and Privileges Committee, in addition to the specific members provided under Standing Order number 189A and B. Number 1, the Honorable Nicholas Nzioka. Number 2, the Honorable Constance Nzioki. Number 3, the Honorable Mary Ndenya. I wish to invite the Deputy Minority Leader to second the motion.
Thank you, Deputy Minority Leader. I now propose the question that, pursuant to Standing Order number 189A, this House approves the following members to Powers and Privileges Committee, in addition to the specific members provided under Standing Order 189A, A and B. Honorable Nicholas Nzioka, Honorable Constance Nzioki, Honorable Mary Ndenya. I now invite members to debate this motion. Members, the floor is yours. Mheshimiwa Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support the motion that those names be approved so that we may pave way. This is a committee that deals with the business of the House, and mostly members probably who sometimes do not attend to plenaries or who need some disciplinary action from the Assembly. So without such a committee, it will be derailing some critical services for the Assembly. So I want to support the motion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. More contribution from the House? Mheshimiwa Mwanga.
Madam Speaker, I raise to contribute on this motion. Madam Speaker, we are here not for Standing Order number 155, Standing Order number 155, Sub-Order 2, I would not support this motion. I would not support the approval of the membership of this committee. But my hands are tied by that standing order. Because you cannot say we withdraw this member from that committee. It says if you are opposing, you oppose the whole membership. Madam Speaker, why am I saying this? Madam Speaker, I belong to the majority party. And Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I have been following keenly the happenings and how members are being apportioned to committees, Madam Speaker. Other than the first committees, Madam Speaker, which were approved by this Honorable House, all other committees, majority of them, the membership, look keenly, you find that it is the leadership of my party, which I love very much. But Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, the minority party is having consultative meetings wherever they want to have somebody in a committee, which is not happening in my party. Madam Speaker, I want to say it's a big shame to a party which is the majority. And my advice is that next time, let there be consultation. Let the leadership avoid to use laissez-faire type of leadership, whereby they do what they wish because they are the leaders. However, with that, Madam Speaker, I do support the approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. All right. Yes, Mheshimiwa.
Madam Speaker, I stand to support the motion. My name is Mheshimiwa Kisila, representing the great people of Mwala. I stand to support the motion. But I want to echo what Mheshimiwa is saying. In life, let's be fair. And whatever we do, always do what you want someone else to do to you. So my take is, I support the motion, I support the appointment. But at the same time, I want us to continue being fair to each other so that we can continue living like brothers and sisters. Because we are here together tight for 5 years. And when you're tight for 5 years, when you see your friend not happy with yourself, sometimes it's not good. But as we go on, I'm sure we are going to continue being brothers, keeper, helping each other. When you see one of us is going astray, you correct them. Let us accommodate each other. And let us become brothers, keeper, where we love each other. And also at the same time, let's not become selfish, whereby you want to apportion yourself everything when your brother has nothing. I think that's the word. You want to apportion yourself everything when your brother has nothing. The standing orders are very clear. There's a maximum you can earn in a week. And also there's a maximum you can work in this assembly. You cannot be here throughout. You also need to go back home and represent your people. So my take is, it's a very good balancing act, whereby we apportion each other committees, but let us be fair to each other, and let us love one another. In fact, the spirit in this assembly should be where we all ensure that by the end of 5 years, no one goes home upset that one member did something wrong to them. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. That's a very important message there. Fairness is very important in life. I now want to call upon Mheshimiwa Paul, in that order, Mheshimiwa Francis, Mheshimiwa Ndeti, Mheshimiwa Alphonse, and the last one will be Mheshimiwa from Muthwani Ward.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for catching my eye. Madam Speaker, I stand to support this motion and also support the words of some of the fathers of this house, their ancestors, Mheshimiwa Mwanga and Mheshimiwa Brian Kisila, who are giving very sound advice. And but at in the same vein, also request them to stick to the motion. They will advise us later. I beg to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Francis.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am Francis Kitaka, representing the great people of Ndalani. I would want to support this motion and request, because we all know that in every institutions there must be oversight, and also people who are checking on others and also taking care of how they relate and how they relate with the institution. My advice is, we are all honorable members. We ought to respect one another. So I'm requesting the committee, because sometimes you might find people drawing in personal feelings when they are calling into disciplining some members. So my urge is that the committee puts in place professional handling of the matters in regards to the honorable members. I support. Thank you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa, and that you are to follow? Yes, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support the motion. Last Bunge, I was in this committee, and it's a committee that's not very active. If members are well behaved, because this is a disciplinary committee, if members are well behaved, you hardly have any work. And I think the other thing is maybe our majority could have seen the need for him to be in that committee, so that in case a member is being victimized, he's there to fight for you. So let's look at it in a more positive manner. Thank you, Madam Speaker. So
thank you. Mheshimiwa Alphonse.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Alphonse Mutinda, representing the great people of Kivu Ward. I stand here to support the motion because lack of this committee, it might lead us not to move, depending on our wishes. And I advise Wiper Party, which is the majority, to go back to the boardroom and you clean your house, because it's not good to be attacking yourself, among yourself, when we are in this house. So I support the motion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Mheshimiwa Mudhwani, Ward.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to support this motion, but with very little reservations. As I echo the words of the Honorable Senator James Orengo, who is the current senator in Siaya County. Governor, sorry. I just want to respond to my honorable member, Mheshimiwa Mwanga, and tell you, he once said that government eats its own people. You don't need to ask questions on the same. You are a victim, I'm a victim. So let us support the motion. One time will tell. But I want to say this without any fear of contradiction. Consultation is key. Don't just bring information here without the consent of members for the purposes of just coming here and seeking support. We ought to be consulted. We don't bother which committee we are placed on, but we need to understand. We can offer advice that can help. Even if we will not be part and parcel of those committees, we can offer some help. And just, Madam Speaker, with your leave, there's something we were discussing with the Honorable Mheshimiwa Karo yesterday, with your permission. The committee that has no allowances, the committee under the CAF, County Assemblies Forum. It is a committee that needs to have members who have vast knowledge the challenges that honorable members are going through countrywide, so that they can be petitions to the responsible bodies so that members get what belongs to them through experience. But names will be brought here, or have been brought here, and probably they have not that knowledge, Madam Speaker. We are not competing for these committees just because we want to be in these committees. We want to belong to these committees because we want to make a change that can benefit the honorable members, not here and even outside there, Madam Speaker. So as I support the motion, I want to say this. Time will tell. History will judge us. But let us condone that widely. Just not placing members in committees on the sidelines because you are perceived to be ABCD. We are in this house to stay for the next 60 months, and time will tell. I support the motion.
Thank you. Consultation is key. Thank you, members. All right. I now invite the mover of the motion to reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to thank members for, first of all, approving the nominees. I want to say from the onset that the leadership, the names that have been approved by the House were nominated by the leadership of the different parties. I also want to say the issue of fairness is well captured even in other committees, but would only request for a little patience because, as you are aware, we were waiting for the liaison committee to be formed so that vacancies can arise in other committees, upon which, at the risk of preempting the work of the selection committee, we will place members accordingly, and that members are going to have committees where they can maximize on their earning. Thank you very much, members, and thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. I now put the question that can you have one meeting? I now put the question that pursuant to Standing Order number 189A, this House approves the following members to Powers and Privileges Committee in addition to the specific members provided under Standing Order 189A, A and B: Honorable Nicholas Nzioka, Honorable Constance Zioki, Honorable Mary Ndena. As many as are of the opinion say ayes. Ayes. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion, adjournment of the House.
May I invite Majority Leader to move the motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that aware that pursuant to Standing Order number 25, Sub-Order 1, the Assembly approved an Assembly calendar on 18th October 2022, and aware that the calendar provides for the sittings and recess for the House. Noting that the crucial business has been transacted during the first part of this session, including debate of the governor's speech, approval of members to various committees, and approval of the House business calendar, among others. Aware that Standing Order number 25, Sub-Order 3, provides that on a day when the Assembly is scheduled to adjourn to a day other than the next normal sitting day, in accordance with the Assembly calendar, the leader of the majority party or minority party or any member of the House Business Committee shall move a motion of adjournment which shall be debated for not more than 3 hours, after which the Assembly shall adjourn without question put. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to Standing Order number 25, Sub-Order 3, the House adjourns for the first short recess from Thursday, 20th October 2022, and to resume its sittings on 8th November 2022 as per the Assembly calendar. call upon the Honorable Member from Mwala to second.
Honorable Member for Mwala, kindly second.
Madam Speaker, I second.
Thank you. I now propose the question that pursuant to Standing Order number 25-3, the House adjourns for the first short recess from Thursday, 20th October 2022, and to resume its sitting on 8th November 2022 as per the Assembly calendar. I now invite members to debate that motion. The floor is yours, members. Yes, Mheshimiwa. It's you. Sorry. Can't.
My name is Ruth Wanjiro, Special Elect, Chama cha Uzalendo. I stand to support because, like we said yesterday, we've been up and down from the time we resumed the third assembly, and these 3 days are well deserved for the members to go and reconnect with the electorate, and also for the elected nominated members who are working in various positions before nomination. We need time to go and hand over and also reconnect with our families so that we come back re-energized, ready to work. I support.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Mheshimiwa Ndwiki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Daniel Ntwiki, representing the great people of Syokimau Mlolongo Ward, and I start to support the motion. Honorable members, it's very important to have this break or recess because we have been here and we have some other duties that need our attention in our home ground offices and also in our families. Also, it is very necessary so that we go and inspect what the executive or the county government has been doing to our areas while we are busy in the assembly. So I stand to support. Thank you.
Thank you, members. I think this is a motion, this is an issue that is already in our calendar, so we really don't need to belabor on, we just go ahead and approve. I now propose, sorry? I now call the mover to reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I think we need to have a break so that we come back re-energized, as the honorable member has put it. So thank you for supporting the motion to go to the recess. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable members, Standing Order number 25-3 provides that after the House has debated such an adjournment motion, the Assembly shall adjourn without question put. I now wish to state that the House adjourns to Tuesday, the 8th November 2022 at 10 a.m. in the morning.